Hey, welcome to beautiful Tuscany, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming live from Tuscany, Ohio. And hey, we've got some bread we're going to make today. Actually, we've got some pizza we're going to make today. I'm talking about bread because we're talking about the dough first. Did you know you can make pizza outside using your barbecue? Forget about the oven. It's summertime. It's hot in the house. Come outside, crank up your covered barbecue to, crank it up to about 450 degrees and make yourself some great pizza. Now what I did is I went down and I got myself the pre-made pizza dough. And this is about a half because I want this to be just like that pizza that we love so much in Italy that has a crust so thin you almost don't see it. But you sure taste it, don't you? You love it. So this is a little bit thinner crust, and as you can see, I've rolled it out just using a rolling pin, but underneath here, I've got the little secret. Guess what I use to make sure this will, see how it slides so nicely? Guess what I use? I use cornmeal. Put cornmeal right on top of that pizza peel, and then put your pizza dough right on top of that, and you are set to go. Now I want to introduce you to somebody you've not met before, right? You've met his cousin, the Walk from Hell. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Pizza Stone from Hell. The Pizza Stone from Hell, ladies and gentlemen. Now we call it that because it looks like hell. It's just dark. It's crazy. So, and the wind just came up. Oh my gosh, what does that mean? Pretty soon we're gonna, oh my gosh, yeah. Linda Blair is stopping by. Okay, folks, that's it. Did you see how I put that right on the pizza peel? It is so simple. And then all we're gonna do, that has been heating, by the way, that pizza stone has been heating in there. And that's a simple pizza stone. If you wanna use Italian quarry tile that you get down at the home improvement store, that's maybe a $2 outlay of your cash, use that. Just make sure it's unglazed and porous. Put that on your barbecue for about 45 minutes at about 250 to 300 just to heat it up, the stone. Then you're ready. So we're gonna put this down, and I'm telling you, be careful. And that's gonna start cooking, okay? Get your dough cooking first. You'll notice there's no toppings on our pizza quite yet. That's okay, we're gonna do that right now. Now, I wanna ask you something. Have you used or tasted heirloom tomatoes? I love them, they're great. They kind of have a distressed look about them, that's what I love. It's got this little distressed look going on, but that's okay. They taste great. If you see them at the grocery store, do me a favor, buy them, you're gonna love them. So we're gonna cut one up today for our meal here. Let's use this one because it's a pretty one. Now what I wanna do, we're gonna put these, we're gonna make a tomato basil pizza, and I don't want too much moisture on top of that pizza in there. So I'm gonna take the moisture out. So how do we take the moisture out? Real simple, just seed it. Okay, take the seeds out. So you're just gonna simply, right, just like so, and get rid of them, okay? What the heck am I gonna do with these? We're outside. Okay, folks, having fun, right? It's the man in the kitchen. We act like this. Nobody seems to mind as long as the food tastes good, all right? Taking out the moisture and the seeds. Take this off right here. Heirloom tomatoes. Are you growing tomatoes in your garden? If you are, you are. That is good, because if you're doing that, that means that you're gonna get some tasty, absolutely tasty tomatoes. Now you'll notice there's not a lot of moisture. Not a heck of a lot of moisture in these heirloom tomatoes. They're good. Rendering us some good, nice tomato, meat, if you will. But the moisture, that stuff that we see there, we just don't want that going on top of our pizza. It's just too much moisture. Okay, so then, real easy, and I like to do this while the tomato is still, while it's still upside down, because it's easier to get through as opposed to cutting it that way where you gotta deal with the skin. I'd rather get the skin this way, right? Just cut it from the inside, chop that up, and you are in. Goodshape. Oh yeah, Mrs. Lyons, my second grade teacher, I did learn how to spell. And there we are. Okay, that's it. You got a little chop going on, little chop action going on. You happy with that? That's all you need. Now I do have a little bit of pesto that I got, okay? If you want to make pesto, it's really easy. A little bit of basil, pine nuts, walnuts, whatever nut you want to use. A little bit of olive oil, black pepper. Process that in a processor, or if you're in Tuscany, use a pestle, right? Pestle and mortar, because that's what they do. Either way, it'll render some of this beautiful stuff, right? We love it. Oh, and it's absolutely perfect. We're gonna use this today instead of tomato sauce on our pizza. So let's go ahead now and put this on top of our pizza. Let's see how our pizza's doing here. Yeah, it's doing about what we need it to be doing. You gotta mash it down a little bit. Sometimes it does some things like this, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and put our pesto right on the top. Oh my gosh, folks, you're gonna love this. Right over the top. Don't be stingy with that pesto, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, there you are. It's already starting to bubble up a little bit there. And then I've got some mozzarella cheese. You can use provolone, you can use Romano, you can use whatever you want. Good old mozzarella cheese, just like they do in the real pizza houses, is always a good choice. There we are. And then are tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, that are, see, now they are nice and cut up and moisture free. We demoisturize them, ladies and gentlemen. We demoisturize them. So now they're nice. I got the pieces here. We're gonna do a couple pizzas today. So after you guys leave, I'm gonna make another one, but I made a lot of tomatoes, but right now that's about what we need. Yeah, a little bit more here, huh? A little bit more. There we are. And then a little bit more pizza cheese on top, just a tad more. And then that's it. We're gonna put this down, okay? Cover that again. And then you can see we're about 300 now, but we're gonna go up to about 400. 450 is really perfect for pizza. Hot, and we've got that nice pizza stone underneath that's good and hot. It's gonna cook our pizza, and we're gonna have a pizza that tastes like what you get in the pizza house. It's gonna taste just like what they'd serve you, what Tony would teach you down there. He'd serve you down there at Lombardi's in New York City. It's gonna be very similar to that. Now he's gonna tell you, no, that's a coal-fired oven. That's not a coal-fired oven. The difference, yeah, a lot of differences, but it's gonna taste great. It's gonna be pretty close, okay? A nice crust, a nice crusty crust, if you will, crunchy crust, and then of course the top. So we're only looking at about 5 minutes here, and then we're gonna have an excellent, excellent pizza. Now, my mouth is watering for some pizza, for some wonderful pesto, tomato, pizza. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, yes, the pizza oven from hell. Well, actually the pizza stone from hell. The pizza oven's from heaven, it's cool. Is ready, and look at this. This is all you do. You see, it's so easy. It comes right off. And there it is. Oh yeah, there it is. There's our pizza. And all we're gonna do right now, if you wanna let this set a little bit, you can. But I'm so darn hungry, I wanna eat it now. My guests can't believe they're gonna eat a pizza that I just made on a freaking barbecue in my backyard in July or August or September. That's great. Here we go. Crusty, can you hear it? Yeah, you can hear that, huh? It's crusty. And there we are. We've got some, oh, and it's so good. You get some fresh tomatoes. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. It's going to be awesome. All right, maninthekitchen.com is the recipe. I want you to try this. You're gonna love it. We'll see you next time.